absolutely crucial and critical weekend for the community, the Ukrainian Canadian community here in Toronto. They've had one demonstration outside the American consulate downtown on University Avenue. They have another one for the second day in a row at the Russian consulate on St. Clair Avenue. Now, people that we've spoken to, most of them all have family in Ukraine. They're very worried about them. And what they're insisting on is that the international community set up a no-fly zone to make the skies over the country safe.
Our Ukrainian army is staying strong, so there is fighting in multiple directions. But the biggest tragedy is that Russians are shelling civilians, so the missiles are flying over. People are sitting in the bomb shelters. Like every hour, siren sounds, especially in Kyiv and in Kharkiv, in large cities. So the humanitarian crisis is huge, so we are asking for help. We are asking the international community for help, and the most important is a no-fly zone, because the sky should be closed, missiles should not fly over, bombing should not be happening on the innocent civilians.
We need that support, because if Putin will not stop, then he will continue, right? He can be equivalent to Hitler nowadays. It's like rhetoric to 1939, similar events, and they try to zombie their own people and say, this is rescue mission of our past Soviet Union country, but it's not.
Forgive us, Ukraine. Please forgive us. I know that Belarus is in this war against you, but we are not your enemies. We are kept hostage by the dictator Lukashenko, who is unfortunately together with Putin. And forgive us for what we are doing right now, and forgive us for what will happen next. And I will beg you for forgiveness until I'm alive.
Now, for this afternoon, there were a lot of people expressing their support, honking their horns outside the Russian consulate here, where hundreds of people have gathered to express their anger at what they see happening. We spoke to some people whose family members walked some 10 hours to get to safety in Poland.
Our family is very close to Poland. It's 1.5 hours from Polish border. They were not able to leave because my nephew is about 24 years old. My brother-in-law is about 45, so they're not able to leave.
They're also concerned about family members back home in Ukraine who are being forced to stay. Some of them actually want to stay because they're of fighting age. They're being given weapons to engage in the war against Russia. And a lot of them are planning on attending a rally that's going to be taking place in Toronto. It's going to start at Dundas Square Sunday afternoon, make its way down to Nathan Phillips Square. And that's not the only rally they plan to have, but some of them have said that their biggest worry is that come next week, Ukraine may not exist as an independent country.